Thanks for tuning into this earnings conversation on Bloomberg Quinn. So we are in conversation with LIC Housing Finance and Mr. Monty Johnson right now with his thoughts. So thanks so much for taking the time out. It was
Thank you.
obvious that the quarter was going to be painful for most companies. How would you rate what Q4 did with this 39% decline in profits that you've shown? And how has the quarter thus far shaped up for you as well? If you can give some light of that as well.
You see, if you see, actually, there has been growth in revenue for the quarter. Revenue from operations 4,920 crore as against 4,658 crore of previous quarter of the corresponding year. So, and the total revenue, there has been growth, 13% growth is there. 19,697 crore as against 17,358 crore. So there has been growth in revenue for the quarter as well as for the year as a whole. And the book size also, our portfolio size also has grown by 8%. It is now 2,10,578 crore with a growth of 8%. And individual loan book also, that has also grown by 8%. And the individual home loan portfolio, that has also grown by 9%.
Right.
But you see, as you told, the PAT has been almost flat. 2,430 crore was last year total PAT. As against that, we could achieve 2,401 crore. So almost flat, 1%, 1 point something negative is there. So it can be mostly attributed because of last week lockdown. Because in the financial year, if you see, last week of March, huge business comes. Huge revenue earning is there. So that has definitely been impacted. Had there been no lockdown, definitely till December, you observe our figure was excellent. But because of this lockdown and COVID, it has been adversely affected.
In which case, sir, that it's safe to assume that quarter one, the quarter thus far that we are in, will also have some major impact. And as a result of that, quarter one led FY21 could be very, very difficult to predict as well, right? Because you anyways know that the start of the year is not good. And I think we are treading through a space which is full of a minefield full of issues at hand.
Yes. Yes, if you see this, nobody is sure about the duration of this pandemic.
Yes.
Nobody can tell for sure when pandemic will end. But one good thing is that I can share with you, if you see April was totally washed away. And May after 15th, gradually last week after 15th, third week and fourth week, we saw some growth. Some collection is there. And June it has improved. Our collection has improved during June. And if you see our disbursement also, after 15th May, towards last week of May and one period which we are now, June, there has been also steady growth in the disbursement.
Right.
So it cannot be compared to last year. If you ask me last year what was there this year, it will obviously be less negative. But the way we were thinking everything will be washed away, it is not like that. So some ray of hope is there already, that has started. And my sense is, let us see, after September, things will be near normal. Second half of the year, second half of FY21, I think it will be near normal. In September, uncertainties will be there, but positivity is already visible in June. That is our experience. That is our, maybe, if you compare it, maybe negative, whatever, but it cannot be totally, you cannot say it is totally nil or washed away.
Okay. Would there be serious concerns for the industry on the asset quality, sir? I mean, a relatively larger and a stable asset compared to consumer loans, but still, would you believe that asset quality would remain a big bugbear?
You see, that again depends upon this uncertainty. Asset quality, definitely there is risk. There will be risk. And government, RBI, all of them are taking measures. And also as HFC, we also take measure to ensure that there is no further depletion in asset quality. But
right.
whatever measures we take, it again depends upon the overall economic situation, overall buyer sentiment, because of housing sector, even otherwise also, if you see last 1920, otherwise also it was not that booming. It was bit dull. And post COVID also it is affected more. So there is some risk in the asset quality, but companies which take proper steps, they can minimize that.
Got it. Okay, sir, we would have loved to call you back then, but you are in a silent period, and therefore wanting to take the liberty of asking you right now, what do you make of this draft paper from the Reserve Bank of India? Yes, you might be slightly less impacted, but there are 3 or 4 rules which seem pretty serious for a lot of other housing finance companies which don't have such a high proportion of individual loans.
You see, actually, if you see the draft regulation of RBI, our company is mostly compliant. If you see,
Yes,
mostly
yes.
we cover that year will not be much impacted. But anyway, since we have to give our feedback, we are already working on that. Our internal team is working. We are also discussing, deliberating. We'll give our feedback. I think for us there will not be much impact. Rather, it is almost in align with whatever we were doing. So there will not be much difference. Minor improvements will be there because of this definition of HFC, everything we are coming under that. We fall in those category that housing finance company, home loan company, all those definition, other things. So that is there. So there won't be much for us for LIC housing finance so far as this draft regulation is concerned.
I was reading a Goldman Sachs report, sir, which said that even for you, while you are relatively less impacted because your individual home loans might be 76 to 78%, the incremental proportion of LAP could impact profitability across the board. What would your thoughts be on that?
LAP, you see, in current situation, our focus is more on individual housing loan.
Sure.
Current situation, we are very strong in individual retail housing loan. So that is our strength. And this year also we have shown growth despite all these things. If you see my growth, total disbursement, individual retail housing loan, despite COVID, despite lockdown, everything, we have shown real growth in disbursement. So that is our strong point, strong area. And so far as LAP and other things are concerned, these are very controlled. Because you have to also make some margin. And individual retail housing loan, you know, there is a lot of competition, highly competitive market. You have to compete with banks, you have to compete with other top companies. So in any case, you have to have one segment which is giving you some revenue. But
yeah, of course.
Not at the cost of asset quality. So that good balance we are making. And in coming days also, we'll strengthen whatever we are doing. We are strong, we'll make it very stronger in the coming days.
You reckon it will be a problem for companies which have a much lower proportion of individual home loans, even if this goes through with the timelines that the RBI is giving?
I think, you see, when any regulation changes or situation, environment, every company, every organization has to recalibrate themselves to adapt to the new situation. So obviously, all companies which are there, they are sensing some impact. They will definitely realign themselves, recalibrate themselves.
Okay. The last couple of questions, sir. Firstly, we spoke a lot about asset quality. What's your sense on demand with the kind of impact on GDP, even if it's just for FY21? But the fact remains that people have seen job losses, salary cuts, etc. Do you think demand could be an issue, even if asset quality is not?
There will be demand in a particular segment. It cannot be in all segments, particularly affordable segment, affordable home loan segment, mid segment, middle income group. There will still be demand. And if you see government initiatives, government has given a lot of incentives for these segments, particularly Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. Even they have extended this CLSS scheme to give subsidy to mid-income group, middle income group. Middle income group means up to 18 lakh per annum income, up to 18 lakh. They can also come under a CLSS scheme of government and they can also get interest subsidy. So that was earlier up to March 2020, but I am thankful government has extended it for one more year So that is up to March 2021. So that segment is also
Okay.
a very good segment. So particular within home loan also, you will find constant demand in these segments.
Got it.
Affordable segment, mid segment, all these segments, those will be the driver of growth in the coming days.
Okay, so the demand probably not a problem. One last question, sir. Would you, almost everybody says that across the financial segment, be it lenders like banks, insurance players, etc., the larger companies and the stable companies will get larger because the weaker hands will get thrown away post-COVID because they will not have the strength to be able to stage a competition. Would you presume that the landscape will be wider for a company like yours in the housing finance space? Even if the space contracts, stable players like yourself will be able to gain more market share? Is that a possibility?
And you see, we are not here to compete with anybody. We are here to show growth after growth. We are competing with ourselves. Even small HFCs who are there, you are telling, we are also coming to refinance them. We are also refinancing them also. And there is market size is very big. There will be scope for everybody. But the thing
Okay.
is that how they adapt to the changes, how they adapt to the changes in the regulatory space, changes in the environment, how best they respond, that is up to them in order to sustain in the long run. So I think companies will definitely adapt to these new rules and respond properly.
Okay. Well, we wish you all the best. Do stay safe.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for speaking to us at Bloomberg 20.